let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
The years start coming and they don't stop coming.
You're Puss in Boots?
Let's talk. No hablo inglés.
¿Hablas español? Yo también. Ah, ¿de dónde eres? ¿Te gustan las siestas?
I don't speak Spanish either.
You're funny.
Now I am on my last life.
Oh, no.
Legend tells of a wishing star, of a single wish waiting to be granted.
Everyone is looking for a wishing star.
I'm going to wish for everything to be just right.
One's jumping into the crowd and three's a party got big on legs.
You will find your reward does not come easily.
Puss in Boots?
Goldie.
Bears?
All right, let's get it over with.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Adolf, and I have with me Jacob.
Hi, everybody.
And today we're reviewing a new animated movie, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. As always, we'll talk about the 3D aspect first. So, Jacob, you wrote the review. What's your thoughts on the 3D aspect of Puss in Boots 2?
Just fantastic. It'd probably be my favorite if Avatar 2 didn't release at the same time, but it is just glorious 3D.
All right, favorite of animation, at least?
Yes.
Well, in fairness, I don't know how many more animated movies they released this year that really have great 3D, so...
I mean, Minions 2 did, but, I mean...
Yeah, this is better than that.
Yeah.
So, I did watch it after we posted your review, and I basically concur with everything you said. The only thing that I don't understand is that you made a big deal in your written review about the feather, and I did not see that in my screening at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Yeah, it's like that in his cap. He had the feather, and I guess for Cinemark at least, it kept bobbing in and out of frame. Like whenever it was on a close up of him, I thought that was a really neat effect. It just felt full bodied, and the bottom of the feather would kind of peek out of the frame. It was pretty neat.
It didn't happen for me, and I watched it at AMC.
Dang.
And now this movie is 3D. It's super hard to find. It's really, really hard to find, actually.
Yep, because Avatar.
Yeah, it's very, very limited. I thought it might have been exclusive, but it's not. It's just a very limited. If you can find it, it definitely is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the animation here, overall, it does look fantastic in 3D, and I absolutely agree with you. There's a lot of depth. There is a lot of fun pop-outs. Like you did say, I agree with you. There's a lot of times where they're having swords popping out, and it looks a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And just how it really just gave you a sense of how this place is like a real place, and it worked really, really well.
Yeah, and they just had a lot of fun with it.
So what's your score for the 3D aspect?
I mean, despite that little tiny thing, I'd still say a 10 out of 10 editor's choice.
Great 3D editor's choice. Okay. So, I'm almost there, but not all the way. I guess because maybe mine is slightly different, not as good showing. I don't know. I'll still give it great 3D. I still really, really enjoyed it. I still thought it looks beautiful, and it really, feels like these are characters I could reach out and touch and pet, and and like you said, it has a good sense. Like it works, and there's so many shots that really frame things in a way that are nice for 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's the scene with the inside of a bar, and like the different chairs are just different layers of 3D, and just how it is. It's like not even trying. It's like, yeah, and that's beautiful. That's how you do it.
Yeah, it's natural.
So yeah, I basically, if you can see this in 3D, you'll be very happy with it.
I agree.
Now, on to the movie itself. So, it has been a long time since we've had a Puss in Boots movie, and a long time since a Shrek movie in general.
Over a decade.
Which is like, yeah, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie has kind of been development hell for a couple years, too.
Oh, yeah.
This could be a standalone movie, but if you've seen the other stuff, it just works better.
Yeah, because it's like a standalone serial type adventure almost.
Yeah, I guess it takes place after the events of the first one, but I can't, like, there's nothing really referenced there, is there?
No.
And, the movie starts off here with a big party, and it's so over the top, but so much fun!
Oh, yeah.
And they're having a big celebration for Puss, and he's, honored by the town, and then you get the classic record skip, and he's not supposed to have a party when he's not there. And it leads to a big fight with a giant.
Pretty sweet.
It is, the animation here is top notch. Like, seriously, it is so much fun to watch. It is so well executed. It is it's like, they really planned this out, and I guess that's part of the reason why the 3D works so well, because they really planned out how this is going to be a fun, action-packed movie, but also has a great story.
Mm-hmm.
And an unfortunate event happens, and Puss in Boots dies, which is like, what? And they're like, oh, but he's a cat, so he has 9 lives. It's like, oh. And he comes back, and the doctor / taxidermist / other things.
Yes.
And is like, you're on your last life. I think you should retire. Puss is reluctant to go in retirement because, I'm an adventurer, and he, there's a warrant out for him, and a big bad wolf is out to get him, and it really scares him.
Mm-hmm.
And in fairness, he's really scary.
He is.
And I was like, as an adult, I was like, you're doing a great job making him scary.
Yes.
He actually has like an epiphany, and it's like, I think I do have to retire. And he has to. He tries to retire with the local woman that has many cats, and that's he meets a friend named Perito.
Yes.
And I don't know how much Spanish you know, but I know Spanish well. So there's kind of some jokes in there that you may have missed because they spoke some Spanish. But 95% of the movie is English. So
right.
But yeah, like they said, he's drinking leche, which is milk in Spanish, at the bar.
Right.
And perito is small dog in Spanish. And there's other ones there, but for the most part, you don't have to worry. Oh, I don't know Spanish. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
So he chose to retire here, and you actually get a progression of time, and he learns about the wishing star, and he goes out to find a map of it, and this star can grant a wish to whoever gets it, but it's going to be tricky to get that wish because you have other characters that want to get it. You have Kitty Softpaws, now a former lover of Puss in Boots.
Mm-hmm.
You have Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And you also have Jack Horner. And so they're all on this adventure trying to get this wish. And the whole movie is adventure trying to get this star. I don't want to spoil anything here, but I gotta say I love this. I absolutely did. The voice cast here, awesome.
Oh, yeah. Antonio Banderas is spot on again, as usual.
Salma Hayek is perfect. And usually, I love Antonio and Salma, don't get me wrong, but sometimes their accent can get in the way of dialogue. This time, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah. Harvey Gulan as Perito, wonderful.
That he was like my favorite.
Florence Pugh as Goldilocks, again, great job.
Yeah.
Especially with her like English accent, that really helps.
Yeah.
John Mulaney as Jack Horner, love him.
I don't know. Just the villain itself, like of Jack Horner, is just is okay. That little whiny voice kind of got on my nerves.
He's stupid, but it's kind of some of the fun of it.
Yeah.
And he has a literal bag of tricks that he could get different fairy tale items and stuff to help him on his journey. And you get the big bad wolf here with Wagner Moura, which
never heard of him.
Never heard of him, but he does a great job too. Seriously, And then you also have Papa Bear, Baby Bear, and Mama Bear. And they're great. Everyone here brings their A game, and I feel like is as good as they ever been, if not, top tight tier quality here. So this whole story here with Puss, it's actually a lot more sentimental and emotional than I really thought.
Oh yeah.
It's more about how Puss is really getting scared of death and how he's trying to deal with it and his regrets over life. And you're like, oh, that's going to be heavy. The kid's not going to like this. Nope. They perfectly balance it with the kid stuff to have a fun adventure that is both, very fun, gorgeous animation, a lot of action, and great character moments.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great characters here, and it feels super sharp. Like if this is a taste of what Shrek is going to be coming next, gimme.
God, I hope so. I hope it's not more pop culture comedy that's, gonna age really poorly.
Because like you said in your written review, that, this really feels sharp. They actually have bleeped out curse words. I was like, damn. I was like, I kind of want to hear the uncensored version.
Yes. That'd be hilarious. Not for kids, but that'd be hilarious.
So, beautiful animation, hilarious, fun, great voice acting, and it has a really deep story.
Yeah.
And the characters work really well together. This film really, you said it shouldn't have worked, but it does. It does so well.
I was hugely surprised.
They have an edge to it again. Like it feels, okay, we have some little bit of adultness into this. It's not just pop culture. So I'm really gushing here. What negatives do you have, if any?
But besides, I think John Mulaney kind of being the weak link, even though I still like him in the movie, it's just a little kind of slightly annoying with the Jack Horner voice. I really don't have any major problems with the movie at all.
Now, you said that it's a little bit predictable.
Yeah, like the outcome, what's going to happen, and it kind of just ends where you think it's going to end, but it's still a fun ride to get there with a little twist here or there that doesn't actually happen.
Things happen not as we do expect. How the movie actually ends and some revelations there is so good. So there's definitely some twists, and if it's predictable, it's actually, they play with that in a way that I was liking too. So what's your final score for the movie itself?
God, I wish I could do decibels. I would give it like a 9.5, but I'll just say 9.
And then you gave it editor's choice movie right?
Yes.
So double editor's choice. Editor's choice for the 3D and editor's choice for the movie.
Yes. I'm
going to go higher. I gotta give it a 10. 10 out of 10, editor's choice movie. I won't go over there for the 3D, but maybe my presentation wasn't 100% like yours was, but still, I absolutely love this. I was laughing out loud. A couple of times I kind of misty-eyed. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's like the rare sequel that actually betters the original in every way.
And it does everything. It checks every single box I would expect. It's a standalone movie, yeah. It builds on a little bit of the first, okay. And it rewards you for enjoying the other stuff, okay. It's funny. The animation is gorgeous. The how they do the action is gorgeous. How they do the character voicing is perfect. It is the perfect animation movie. This is. I hope one day film students will animation will study this, because this is how you make a perfect animated movie.
Yes.
But that's it for us. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, Mr. Bungle 5, Kano 3D, Gravity Head Zero, Alex Folk, and Kevin Winter for your financial support on Patreon.com. You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D. Thank you for either listening or watching this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Take care. Bye.